They don't do this with just anyone. But if your cat has done at least one of these things, it means there's something more going on. In this video, we'll show you 7 signs your cat has marked you as someone special, and then we'll tell you how to return that love in a way your cat actually understands, because after all, cats don't understand our language. Now let's start with the signs that show just how special you are to your furry friend. Number 1. Little head bumps, soft nose nudges, and those forehead rubs. Let us start with the classics. Whether it is that quick tap with the nose, a gentle forehead press, or even a full-on head bump worthy of a battering ram, if your cats manage to find a way to touch you with their faces, it shows they genuinely like you. In general, this behavior is known in English as bunting, a kind of affectionate marking, and cats only do this with humans they consider special. So if your cats give you head bumps or press their faces against you in any way, that carries a lot of weight. It is their way of transferring their scent onto you, a signal in cat language that means you matter to them. Now, you are mine. I want you to belong to me. Actually, you already do. This happens because the foreheads and cheeks of cats are full of scent glands. So when they rub their faces on you, in whatever way they choose, they are spreading their scent onto you. They would only do this for 2 reasons. First, because they are claiming you as their property. Or second, because they truly think you are special. And let us be honest, if they do it for the first reason and not the second, why would they want to claim something they do not think is cool? People do not buy things they do not like, right? So regardless of the reason, the fact is they think you are amazing. Basically, they are marking you as part of their social circle, someone in their inner group, something reserved only for their favorites. This applies both to the nose nudges and to the forehead presses. Any way of interacting using the face is an invitation for you to step into their little world. Number 2. Leading you to their safe spot. I have said it before, and I will say it again because it is one of those fundamental truths about cats that cannot be ignored. They are extremely territorial creatures. They love to claim spaces as their own. And when I say space, I am talking about your home or specific corners inside it. But they do not always do this out of dominance or a need to rule everything. Sometimes they just want a comfortable, cozy place to call theirs. It might be the windowsill on a sunny day. It might be a particular corner of the bed. Or it might be inside that cardboard box from an online order you shoved under the bed 2 months ago and now cannot throw out because your furry little one adores curling up inside it. That is their spot. They love that place. If they want to be with you, they leave that spot to go wherever you are. But if they want to be alone, they will sneak back into their quiet, personal space. However, some caretakers have experienced something incredibly sweet. When the cat literally guides them to that chosen spot, because the cat wants them to enter its safe space. It is lovely. It is charming. But it is also far deeper than it looks. It is their way of saying, "This is where I feel safe, and I want to share it with you." It is intimate, personal, almost as if they were showing you their inner universe or inviting you into their emotional home. And there's absolutely no chance they would ever do this unless their opinion of you were extremely high. Number 3. Letting you pick them up, even briefly. Not every cat likes being held. In fact, some dislike it intensely, and that is perfectly fine. Actually, it is more than fine. It is something you must respect. But if your cats let you lift them, even if only for a few seconds without squirming or running off immediately, that is a huge sign of trust. It means they know they are safe with you, even when it feels like gravity is being completely ignored and they are suddenly being hoisted up. Even more special is when they stay completely calm, relaxed, maybe even resting on your arms and allowing you to cuddle them, perhaps letting out a gentle purr. It might not seem like a big deal, but remember, you are taking away a bit of their control. You are, even if only for a moment, preventing them from following their own path. Imagine how strange it would feel to be lifted by someone without being able to simply walk and move around on your own. It would be scary, would it not? So the fact that they allow this is a massive sign of trust. It means they feel safe by your side. Number 4. Watching over you while you sleep. Have you ever woken up to find your cat sitting at the foot of the bed looking toward the doorway, or lying across your legs like a furry blanket, or even perched at the edge of the bed staring at you like a majestic eagle surveying the territory they must protect? This is not random. Many cats like to position themselves in strategic places to observe everything around and make sure all is in order. But they do not do this only for themselves. They do it for you. Never forget that you are their favorite person. Actually, you are more than that. You are family. You are, strange as it might sound, part of their territory. So when you are sleeping, they may want to protect you because to you, they may seem like just adorable cats. But to them, they are like a lion or lioness. And what do lions and lionesses do better than protecting their cubs? Yes, it might sound dramatic, but it is incredibly affectionate and absolutely proves that they think you are special. Would you waste time protecting someone while they sleep if you did not consider that person special? Of course not. And neither would your cats. Number 5. Sleeping on you or beside you. Of course, they might not want to watch over you while you sleep. Instead, they may simply want to join you for the nap, climbing onto the bed, settling in your lap for a snooze, lying on your chest to rest, or even curling up on your head as if it were a pillow. Cats sleep for up to an amazing 16 hours a day. Resting is a very serious matter for them, so they choose carefully where they curl up. You have surely noticed that your cats have strategic places where they like to settle down once sleepiness hits. So if they choose to sleep on you, that is something huge. Sleeping near someone means an extreme level of trust. Sleeping on top of someone means even more. I mentioned that when you sleep, you are vulnerable. And that is why your cats may want to watch over you. But when they sleep, they are vulnerable too. In the end, everyone becomes vulnerable while sleeping. That is why sharks do not sleep, because they do not want to be vulnerable. This is not a joke. Sharks really do not sleep. I know this is about cats and not sharks, but it is still fascinating. Number 6. Showing you their belly. If we are going to talk about vulnerability, we need to talk about your cat's bellies. Their stomach area is extremely vulnerable. Of course it is. It is soft, delicate, and full of vital organs. Cats protect this part of their bodies for the same reason a human would wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle or carry a shield when entering a sword fight. In the wild, a cat would never expose its belly to anyone, fearing the potential damage that could bring. So if your cats show you their bellies without acting defensive or guarded, it means they trust you. It means that in their eyes, that wobbly little pouch full of important organs will never be at risk when you are around. If they display their bellies in front of you, it is their way of saying, "Hey, you there. I feel completely safe with you." This means love. This means trust. And above all, it means they must think you are someone truly special. Number 7. Gentle, playful little bites. Sinking sharp teeth into someone does not seem like an obvious sign of love, at least not for most people. If your cats give you soft little nibbles on your hand, your arm, or even your nose or toes, that usually is a sign of affection. Yes, it is true. You might think it is a fierce attack. You might think they mistook you for food. But no, it is genuinely a sign that they think you are special. This is because it resembles the caregiving behavior they had with their siblings when they were kittens. Kittens always nibble on each other's fur to remove tangles or simply to show they care. So if now you are the one receiving the little nibbles, it means you have been welcomed into the club. And that is a very special place to be. But to be clear, there is a difference between a soft nibble and a hard bite. If a cat bites hard enough to break skin or draw blood, that probably is not affection. Of course, there is a difference between affectionate bites and overstimulation. Affectionate bites are gentle, usually painless, and often happen during petting or play. If the bite is quick and followed by licking or purring, then there you go. You have just received a playful little chomp. But anything beyond that is a reason for concern. Is it strange that your cats bite you to show they love you? Absolutely. But it is also adorable. And let us be honest. Have you ever met any cat who was not at least a little weird? If you think you have, you are fooling yourself. Do not be deceived by the cuteness. They are peculiar creatures. They do strange things like biting someone to show affection. And let us face it, we all adore that weirdness. Now that you know you're special to your cat, we're going to show you 7 ways to return all that feline love in a way your cat actually understands. But before that, leave a thumbs up on the video and tell me your cat's name in the comments, so I'll know you made it this far in the video. Now let's get into it. Number 1. Talk to your cats like you would to a baby. Have you noticed how your voice changes the moment you start talking to your cats? That higher-pitched, softer, slightly silly tone you would never use in public? A lot of people even feel embarrassed about it. But here's the thing. Science says you should actually do it even more. A 2022 study from the University of Paris found that cats can tell the difference between their owner's voice and a stranger's voice, but only when the owner uses that softer, higher-pitched baby talk tone. When owners spoke in a normal adult voice, the cats barely reacted. But the moment they switched to that exaggerated, affectionate tone, the cats became alert, turned their heads, and even moved closer. That means your cats aren't just hearing a sound, they're recognizing you. And that only happens when you speak to them the way you would to someone you truly adore. So every day when you walk past your cats, when you're about to feed them, when you notice them watching you from across the room, talk to them. Say anything. The words don't matter, the tone does. Soft, warm, gentle. That voice tells your cats, "You're safe with me," in a way nothing else can. And if you think that's powerful, just wait until number 7, because there's a specific spot on your cat's body that triggers something even deeper than your voice. Number 2. This 3-second look makes your cats feel safe. Have you ever caught your cat staring at you and suddenly they slowly close their eyes? A lot of people think they're sleepy. They're not. That slow blink is one of the most intentional things a cat can do, and it's directed straight at you. Researchers at the University of Sussex tested this in 2020. They found that when owners slowly blinked at their cats, the cats were much more likely to blink back and even approach. Cats who received this gesture from strangers also reacted positively, but the effect was stronger with their own owners. This tiny gesture literally changes how a cat feels about the person in front of them. Think about it. No treats, no toys, no belly rubs. Just 3 seconds of eye contact followed by a slow, deliberate blink, and your cats interpret it as, "I'm not a threat. I love you." Here's what makes this a game changer in daily life. Most of us stare at our cats without realizing that, in feline language, direct eye contact without blinking is a challenge, something confrontational. So every time you look at your cats and don't soften your gaze with a slow blink, you might be sending the exact opposite message of what you feel. Turn this into a routine. Every morning, every night, whenever your cats meet your eyes. Blink slowly. Let your eyelids drop gently and hold for a moment. When they blink back, that's your cat saying, "I trust you with my life." Number 3. Most owners bore their cats without realizing it. Have you ever waved a toy in front of your cats and they just stare at you like you're making a fool of yourself? That's not laziness. That's pure boredom. And it happens in millions of homes every day. Here's what most people don't get. Cats are natural hunters. Their brains are built to stalk, chase, pounce, and capture. That sequence is everything to them. But when you just wiggle a toy back and forth in the same spot at the same speed, you're skipping all the steps that make play feel real. The secret is to make the toy behave like actual prey. Move the toy away from your cats, not toward them. let it disappear behind a corner. Make it pause, then suddenly dart. Use unpredictable bursts of movement. When your cats crouch low and their pupils get wide, that's when you know you've triggered something instinctive. And here's the part no one talks about. A cat that gets a real hunt every day doesn't just stay physically healthy. They become calmer, more affectionate, and more connected to the person providing that experience. You become the source of their deepest instinct being fulfilled. That's not just play. That's love in the language your cats were born understanding. 5 to 10 minutes a day already makes a difference. But those minutes need to feel real. Stop moving the toy like it's a chore. Start moving it like something truly worth catching. Your cats will never see you the same way again. Number 4. Just sit next to your cats and watch what happens. What if the most powerful thing you could do for your cats every day was absolutely nothing? Most owners think bonding means petting, playing, or giving treats. So, when they're sitting on the couch and their cats are across the room, it feels like nothing is happening. But a lot is happening. Your cats are watching. And the fact that you're nearby without demanding anything speaks louder than any treat. In the wild, cats only rest near other cats they completely trust. They don't cling together to show affection like dogs do. They share space. That's it. And this quiet act of simply existing together is one of the strongest bonds they form. When you sit near your cats without trying to touch them, without calling their name, without trying to force interaction, you're saying, "I don't need anything from you. I just want to be here." And to a cat, that means everything. You'll start to notice something if you do this every day. At first, your cats might keep their distance, but over time, that distance shrinks. They move into the same room, then onto the same couch, then right beside you. Not because you asked, but because they chose you. And in the world of cats, being chosen is the highest form of love there is. Number 5. Never go straight in and touch your cats right away. Before that, how do you usually greet your cats when you walk into a room? Be honest. Do you just reach down and start petting them? If so, you're skipping a step your cats have been waiting their whole lives for you to learn. Cats don't experience the world through sight first. They experience it through scent. Every interaction starts with the nose. When two bonded cats meet, they don't start grooming each other. They touch noses first. That exchange of scent is like a handshake between cats. It's like saying, "I know you, you're safe." Now think about what happens when you ignore that and go straight for a head scratch. To your cats, it's like someone you barely know suddenly hugging you out of nowhere. It doesn't hurt, but it's uncomfortable. And over time, that makes your cats pull away instead of coming closer. Here's the daily habit. Every time you're about to pet your cats, extend one finger first. Hold it a few inches from their nose and let them come to you. Let them sniff. Let them recognize you. When they bump your hand or rub their cheek against your finger, that's the green light. That's your cat saying, "Now I'm ready." It takes 2 seconds, but it completely changes how your cats perceive your touch. You stop being someone who just grabs and becomes someone who asks permission. And cats never forget who asks first. Number 6. Stop picking up your cats while they're sleeping right now. Can you honestly say you've never picked up your cats while they were sleeping just because they looked too cute to resist? Everyone has done it. They're curled up, peaceful, and something in your brain says, "I need to pick them up right now." But what feels like love to you means something very different to your cats. Cats sleep 12 to 16 hours a day. And it's not because they're lazy, it's because sleep is essential for their body to recover, process stress, and regulate their entire nervous system. Deep sleep especially is when a cat is most vulnerable. They're completely relaxed, defenseless, trusting that place enough to fully switch off. Now imagine what happens when you interrupt that. Your cats are at their most defenseless moment and suddenly they're lifted without warning. Their heart rate spikes, claws come out. Even if they calm down afterwards, something has been registered. That place no longer feels as safe as before. Do this repeatedly and you'll notice something subtle. Your cat starts sleeping in harder to reach places. Under the bed, on top of shelves, behind furniture. They're not being antisocial. They're protecting their sleep from the one who keeps interrupting it. The daily habit here is the simplest on the list. When your cats are sleeping, just keep walking. Number 7. There's a spot on their body that changes everything. Remember back in the first point when I said there's an area on your cat's body that triggers something even deeper than your voice? This is it. And once you know this, you'll never pet your cats the same way again. When cats that share a strong bond groom each other, something called allogrooming, they don't lick just anywhere. They focus almost exclusively on one region, the base of the head, between and behind the ears. This is a spot a cat can't reach on their own, which means they only receive this kind of care from someone they fully trust. That's why this area is different from anywhere else you pet. The belly is sensitive, the chin feels good, but the area between the ears and the back of the head is reserved. It's for family only. When another cat grooms this region, there's a release of oxytocin in both cats, not just the one receiving it, both of them. It's a chemical bond that says, "We belong to each other." Now here's what most owners don't realize. You can trigger that same response. Every day, take a few seconds to gently stroke the area between your cat's ears with your fingertips. Don't scratch, don't rub hard. Use soft, slow, repetitive motions, the same rhythm another cat's tongue would have. Watch what happens. Your cat's eyes will slowly close. Their body will relax. The purring will deepen beyond the usual. That's not just comfort. That's your cat's brain releasing the exact same hormone they would with a bonded family member. Now, does your cat touch you with their paw? This is not just any touch, and it deserved a video made exclusively for this topic. That video is right here on the screen. Click this rectangle and stay with me in the incredible world of cats. I'm already waiting for you there.